Welcome to Half Past Broke, and today we have a celebration going on because it is...
Oh no. Oh no, you brought the music out?
Oktoberfest beer is out!
That's not even an Oktoberfest beer, that's a pumpkin ale.
Yeah, it's close enough. But I saw Sam Adams Oktoberfest at my store the other day, or today actually.
You know what that just reminded me of? I was at the liquor store and I'm not a really big fan of Sam Adams. They don't really do it for me. I don't think their beer's that great. But I did see something. They had a sour, like a cosmic sour, and I really wanted to try it. Yeah. But it was like fucking $16 for a 6-pack, and I'm like, all right, Sam Adams, chill the fuck out, you know?
I know, seriously, they make enough money on their regular lager.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, I guess you kind of beat me to it, but Walker, what exactly is that? What are you drinking?
This is a Saranac pumpkin ale brewed with pumpkin and spices with natural flavors. You know what really confuses me a little bit on this? And let me see if I can get this, bring up the case, because I was reading the top of this case earlier today, and it says, special ingredients, 100% real pumpkin. So this is just a pumpkin. Like, this is just a pumpkin.
Just a pumpkin?
It's just a pumpkin. Cool. It's 100% real pumpkin. It's supposed to be golden, fresh pumpkin and spice. It has like a whole breakdown, which I think is really cool that Saranac does. Hop selection, It tells you like what kind of hops there's in there, they're called Bravo, which I don't know shit about hops, but cool.
Me neither. But it's cool they tell you. Saranac's up by you, right? Is that
where is Adirondacks?
Okay.
Which is still the state, but I mean, like, it's like 3 hours from me.
It's still pretty close.
It won a silver at 2016 and Certificate of Excellence at 2015 Brussels Beer Challenge.
Sweet meat.
So it was awarded. The Germans think it's awesome. Yeah.
I don't think I've had the Saranac pumpkin, but I've had quite a few pumpkin ales, and because they're usually ales, right? There's not pumpkin lagers, are they?
It's a wheat ale.
Yeah, that's usually my favorite. My favorite pumpkin beers have been usually ales, and they're delicious. Something about transferring into the fall season from just a balls hot summer, you know, where you really have to regulate what you drink. I've been like trying to drink lighter beers, just because it's been so fucking hot, and it's great once you get into the cooler weather. It just opens up a whole new fucking spectrum of beer that you can drink and enjoy.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, like, and it's so funny because, like, as soon as I saw the Oktoberfest beers coming out, I actually got really, really excited for because like fall is like the beer drinking season. Like you can't go wrong with a fall beer. And not only that, but Bock beer comes back out. The Genesee Bock beer. That's
seasonal. First off, what is a Bock? What is a Bock?
It has a picture of a goat in the front of it.
No, like I've drank. Can we look it up real quick? Because I've drank.
Let me look it up.
I've heard of it a million times. I just don't know exactly what a Bock is. While you're looking that up, I got a bunch of beers tonight. It's the Return of the Flight. Let me see if I get this for you.
Bock beer is a bottom fermenting lager that generally takes extra months of lagering, cold storage, to smooth out such a strong brew. Bock beer in general is stronger than your typical lager and more of a robust malt character with a dark amber to brown hue.
Okay, so it's just a dark, heavier beer that takes longer to produce.
Almost a porter, but it's it almost sounds like it's a porter made from a Bock.
But that's
made from a lager style.
That's exactly like what we were just saying. Where once fall hits, you're able to drink the heavier beers.
And I love
a little
that
more
beer.
Easily. So I have a whole flight. I only put 3 different beers in the flight because I didn't want to open up a bunch of different cans. So what I'm drinking right. I'm finishing what I was putting in the flight, and this shit is delicious. It's a Sweetwater hemp infused
Water.
IPA. Whatever, Sweetwater Brewing Company. It's called their 420 strain G13 IPA,
Ooh,
and it's delicious. It's just a hemp infused IPA, and that's what
that's like.
going back to what I'm saying. I'm so tired of the standard boring IPAs, and here we go. And I'm telling you, when I first cracked this open,
Does it have that smell?
yeah,
Yeah, that's
it
awesome.
had that like real dank smell, and it was delicious. And it adds a little bit different of a flavor to an already good IPA. And I'm really I have a couple more. I have my I have the Stone Brewing Double IPA.
Oh, that's
I
so
think
harsh.
it is. I will say I took like one sip of it before. Very very malty, but as it gets cooler, it's going to be more easy to drink. I have
Yeah,
that. I have
it's so bitter too. Like it's very
uh
bitter.
I found that it was more overwhelmingly hoppy. But what else do I have? I have um the 420 strain. I have the Stone Double IPA, and then I have a Founders Scotch Ale. It's called Dirty Bastard or something like that.
Yeah, or arrogant
Um,
bastard.
no.
No, dirty
Arrogant
bastard
Bastard
is
is
yeah,
Stone.
yeah, yeah.
No, this is Founders. I'm pretty sure it's called Dirty Bastard. It's just I haven't tasted it yet. That's gonna be the last beer I drink. But other than
Nice.
that, really just enjoying some nice, relatively the 420 IPA is not heavy. It's a very nice, crisp, light beer.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm drinking right now. And as I go, they're getting heavier and heavier.
Oh, I just remembered.
Oh,
People don't know who we are. We never introduce ourselves.
well, that's because you're trying this whole new fucking intro.
I gotta
Weird
keep it
shit every
interesting.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something to be said about consistency, though. Well, we're gonna have to see our we're gonna have to check our feedback
Yeah, we'll check. We'll
on.
check the polls on that one.
Yeah, but we are half past broke. I'm Eric, and
I'm Walker.
wow,
Only 6 minutes
and
in.
yeah, right. Whatever, better late than
People are
never.
like, "Who are these freaks talking about beer?"
If they don't know who we are by now, then sorry, bud.
I don't know who I am, but
Who am I? What I don't know what that's from.
that's another reference to the Oktoberfest Futurama episode.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh, I'm good. Ooh, out of nowhere.
We made two. We made two references in one day. Nice.
We're good.
I mean, it is an Oktoberfest episode, so.
Well, the thing I like about so October's amazing because a lot of times the fall beers aren't exactly, they're not the same as an Oktoberfest. An Oktoberfest beer isn't a pumpkin beer.
Oh no, I know,
so
but
you're getting the best of both worlds in October because I love pumpkin beers and I love Oktoberfest beers.
oh my god, because
And
Oktoberfest beers like they have like a really similar like if you like Oktoberfest beer, all of them have a very similar taste. They just are a little bit variable, like depending on like.
what do they do? They just like compete with each other in
Yeah, it's like
'cause I know
it's
in
like a chili
Oktoberfest,
cook-off basically, which
it's
also
in
happens in October.
is it in Munich? Do they like
Yes. No,
the real
Brussels,
Oktoberfest? Is it Brussels or is it
I don't
I
know.
think it's
I'm just going based on this thing.
Wasn't it
You know what? That's another thing for cool.
Bavaria?
I'm embarrassed to say I didn't
I think
absolutely no research on this.
I think it's Munich because remember when we did our like Weinstefner episode when they said there's like 11 big breweries in the was it Bavaria?
History of Oktoberfest. Crown Prince Ludwig, later to become King Ludwig, was married to blah 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 blah. The citizens of Munich were invited to attend the festivals held on the fields in front of the city gates to celebrate the happy royal event. So it was just a marriage that turned into.
No. I'm not talking about the original one. I'm talking like what it evolved into.
Yeah,
Here,
but
what it is
it
now.
originated in Munich. Like
Oh,
the
yeah, so
Oktoberfest is Munich. Yeah.
if you're only on audio right now, I'm pointing to myself because I'm fucking champion.
You ain't the champion.
Brussels.
Yeah, I'm also pointing to Eric.
But we do have a couple of like really fun things to do this episode. What do we have? What do we got?
We have such exciting things to say.
We did. Oh, if you guys didn't know by now, right now you're listening to a working man.
Oh yeah.
Kind of, not really. I worked one day, but it was really fun. So a couple months ago, I was hanging out at my local bar, and I went up to, I guess I think it's the owner's sister. And we're just talking. We're just having. I said, hey, you bouncer, because I know they always have a doorman on the weekends. I was like, hey, if you guys ever need a bouncer to like fill in or whatever, here's my number. I didn't think anything of it. I was just out there, I thought nothing of it.
Where did you get that PR?
Yeah, a couple days ago, I get a text message that said, hey, would you want to fill in as a doorman on Friday night? I was like, hell yeah! So I go there. I get the rundown. It was a lot of fun, but it was really funny because one bartender there, she knows me because I go there and I get like really drunk, not like bad, not like complete like douche, but like bartenders hate that when you go up there like, oh, can I get another beer? Oh. So the bouncer walks me up to the upstairs bar and she's like, you hired him? I'm like, don't worry, good, I'm a professional. Because like they've never seen me except at 2 a.m. hammered, so they've never seen the professional side of me where I took it don't laugh, I took it very seriously, because when you're a bouncer, you're there to like keep people safe, like shit goes down, like you're like that's like you're depending on me and the other bouncer to make sure that everyone stays safe, and I took that shit very seriously. It was a lot of fun.
I thought you handled. I thought bouncers mostly just handled wasted white girls.
No, I let them do whatever the fuck they want. Fall off the railing, I don't care. I'm there to break up fights. No, honestly, what I did time was, so there's an upstairs bar and a downstairs bar, and on the upstairs bar there's a deck, and you're not allowed to bring glass out there. So I'd say like 50% of what I did that night was have to like walk out and be like, guys, can you please put your drink in a plastic cup, please, over and over and over again. But it's cool because you go outside, have a cigarette. There was a lot of downtime. As long as you were observing and not spacing out and not just doing whatever the fuck you want. You had downtime. You could shoot a text message off on your phone, check Facebook real quick or whatever. As long as you're observing and making sure everything is okay. There is some downtime. They got TVs. I don't care about football, but they got football games on. What else was there? There was a Pokestop there. I'd spin that every once in a while.
Spin to win.
And when I was upstairs, I was bar backing a little bit. So like if they needed ice, I'd go grab a bucket of ice. If they needed, if they were running low, we need a 6-pack of Yingling or something like that, I'd run down, I'd grab it. We need a bottle of wine, whatever, grab that. And then at the end of the night, I just took garbage out, put chairs up, kicked the stragglers out. It was honestly, it was an enjoyable experience.
For those that don't know Eric, he's 6'7", 320 pounds.
Yeah,
he doesn't need to know how to be a bouncer. He just needs to exist.
That's what I was saying. So I would go outside and I was just like, no one gave me trouble at all. But hey, just do me a favor. Can you just put this in a plastic? I lied. One girl, this bad bitch, is like,
I was really hoping to get you to say this.
I'm not gonna break the drink. I'm not gonna break the glass. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I really don't care. It's not my rule. I'll just, here's a plastic cup. She's like, I'm not gonna break it. I'm like, first off, yeah, you probably are. Second off, whatever. So I looked to her friend and I was like, hey, dude, can you just take her? Because I'm not gonna grab someone's drink.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, hey. Looked at her friend, handed him a plastic cup. I was like, can you just take her drink and put it in a plastic cup? Because everyone else was like, yeah, no problem. We'll put it in a plastic cup. One fucking fuck you, like, shut the fuck up. So I had her friend just pour her drink into a plastic cup, and it was all fine and dandy, But one person, that's it. One person gave me a little bit of trouble.
Nice.
Everyone else was super nice.
I feel like most people don't want to have trouble when they're drinking, unless you're at like a scuzzy bar with no bouncer.
Yeah, and it was nice.
And honestly, most of the fights happen outside of the bars in the parking lot, and you got nothing to do with them at that point.
That's what I asked. I was like, what if people are just brawling in the parking lot? And the other bouncer was like, call the cops. Nothing you can do if they're not in here. He goes, it's not really our problem. I was like, hell yeah. So, but it was a really good experience. I'm telling you, I'm so out of shape just from like running down the stairs a few times to like get ice or a case of beer. My back was like hurt and I was like sweating. I'm like, and I was like, holy shit, how are you guys? Like bartenders and shit running up and down all because they don't have bar backs during the week. Yeah. So if they need something, they get, and a lot of times they would like run down themselves. I'm like, look, I'm Like you need anything, you just tell me. You know, I'm here to I'm here to work. I'm not here to bust my ass. I'm not gonna like. Same thing
Mm.
with any job. You're
It
not gonna
sounds like
bust
you're
your
more
ass.
motivated than you let on.
No, you know what? I was motivated because it's a
Does
cool
somebody
environment.
want to be a
It's
full-time bartender? Or
bartender. No,
or
bouncer.
bouncer, I meant.
Yeah, I could probably do it. Um, and it was really cool. At the end of the night, they said, "Yeah, you did great. Would you mind if we gave your number to the other bouncers in case they have to take off?" I was like, "Yeah." So I'm the official backup bouncer.
You the backup bitch. That's awesome. That
Yeah,
actually is really awesome.
it was fun. I liked it, and I got
Um
a free beer at the end of the night.
oh, I was also gonna point out because like I've heard you tell the story before, so I looked behind you and I noticed that your whiteboard changed a little bit.
Yeah, Liv did that for me. Liv, I was so hungover yesterday, and I had dying. Um, she's like, "Oh, I have a surprise for you. I just saw it today, and it's cool. It's got what is it? HPB with
Weekly
Eric and Walker.
episodes every Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, can you read it? You can actually read it.
I can read that. I can't read the writing on the left underneath HPB.
That says
Follow
follow us.
us.
Yeah, follow us, and
Yeah.
this is like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But
Oh,
yeah, a little nice little whiteboard in the back.
that's pretty cool. I like that. Too bad. Too
Yeah,
bad you didn't have a wall as close as mine, where you could just put
I
like
know.
detailed shit right there. Everyone can see my like 420 Buffalo Wild Wings time.
Blazing.
It is
Yeah,
the Blazing Wing Challenge.
yeah. Oh, that's even. Oh, I even made that.
I didn't even realize that until you said
Blazing.
that.
No, my walls are pretty far away from me because I'm in the corner in like an
Yeah.
L-shaped. You've seen my setup. I'm in an
Yeah.
L-shaped desk stuffed in the corner. I am going to be, however, getting a new webcam. I'm going to order the C9 and then I'm going to get like a $20 ring
Say that
light.
one more time. You did like your like volume spiked and you cut out for a second.
Oh, okay, I'm going to be ordering the Logitech C922X webcam. It's basically like I've just did research, said what's the best webcam for streaming and YouTube and stuff. So it's gonna be like $70 plus another 20 for the ring light to go behind me. So hopefully I'll have much better lighting, much better video.
I don't have either of those things, by the way. It's just naturally fucking with shit around me.
Yeah, well, one thing I noticed is you have more like LED or fluorescent lights, right?
Yeah, I got an LED desktop light that I like shift towards a mirror so it reflects the light more fully towards me, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why you see like this side. And I'm trying to get it more even, but I also have like one above me that's an LED light that will that like kind of gives me a more even light. It's pushed back a little bit more than it usually is, but
Yeah.
it does a really good job. And this camera, I mean, it's a Logitech, but it's like the $20 Logitech, but I've had it for a couple of years and I've liked it so far.
Yeah, no, it's great, and then, like your lighting and your camera is better than mine. Because I have the orange fucking lights, and I hate that shit.
Yeah, those orange lights just don't ever look good.
They're great for lighting the room in like a nice dim, like not dim, but like a nice like easy on your eyes. But for streaming, I need that LED light ring.
Yeah.
And I know you said, oh, you can get mine for $20, but honestly, dude, if I'm gonna buy a new webcam, I'm gonna future proof it. I'm gonna get the best of the best that's out there right now for an extra $50. It's
Yeah, that's
um
fair. I mean, this is 720p. I don't imagine that's going on anytime soon.
well, I think the 922X does 1080 in 30 FPS, and then it does 720 in 60 FPS.
Hmm.
So, you have options. It's just like I said, if I'm gonna go out and buy something, um,
Yeah.
it- it's a really relatively good price too. If the best of the best was $2,000, I would not buy that. But for $70, may as well get future proof it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you there at all, honestly. Like, if I were like getting a brand, like updating a webcam that like really needed it, yeah. But like as of right now, this webcam is just like a little too decent. It's not like it's really like hurting at all. I think my next upgrade, honestly, will be like room upgrades. to do like
Like what?
to put like soundproof panels on the top, like
Mm,
one or two of them up there to kind of like kill the echo, because even I hear the echo.
really? Which is weird because when I went in that room, it's noticeably more dampened than my room because
Yeah,
this
and
room's a little bit bigger. But I don't know. It's
I put a lot. Well, I put a lot of crap on the wall to try to like keep it. I mean, there's a
yeah.
reason why that stuff is back there. I try to like
Oh, and
give
you have a
it.
big what's it called?
Oh,
Uh,
my two cosplay stuff.
yeah, but don't not a blind, not a rug, not a tarp.
The
Yes, you have.
tapestry.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for. You
I
don't have
don't. No, not in here. There was one in
a.
here for a while, but I took it down before you
Mm,
even came by. Actually.
yeah, because I have nothing on any of my walls.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I have the curtain to block that little corner closet, that little open face closet. The only thing I'd like to do is like put a curtain between the like in the doorway area, so like there's not like a pit there, so it can kind
yeah,
of so it can kind of kill a little bit more of the sound.
I was thinking of actually doing green screen for streaming because I have a green screen.
Yeah, I thought maybe like installing one across here so I can just drop it down.
Yeah, I thought that'd be pretty fun. I also have to check the field of view on the 922X because I do notice when Joe streams, I think he has a much wider field of.
Yeah, his field of view is like way different. I don't want my
Yeah.
field of view to be that big because there's about 1,000 cans sitting like right here. So
Yeah, I'd have to, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because I do like having the camera right on me, but I also like the desk and everything, and to see what's going on.
I
For
would,
me to
I would,
pick up the flight and show people.
yeah. I mean, I would like to make my field of view a little bit wider, just because like my hat is covered, and I like having like being able to like see my hat when I'm like doing stuff like that, because advertisement and whatnot.
Yeah. How far away is your webcam from your face?
Uh, like 3 feet maybe at most.
3 feet?
Yeah.
Why does it seem so much closer than mine? Mine's maybe 2 feet.
Well, let's see. If I'm sitting like right like this right now, if I stretch out my arm, like to where my fingertip is,
Hmm.
that's about three. That's about 3 feet because your arms are about the same length, like just short of your chest. So like I would say like 2.5, 3 feet.
So
Like
all right, so
length. They're
they're probably.
about the same.
Yeah, I don't know. Mine. I feel like mine looks like I'm set back a little further.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see. So probably within the next week, I'm gonna order that 922X and the ring light. I just got to make sure. I got a few things I have to make sure. I got to get Mopsy updated on her shots, and I got to get car insurance. And after that, I'll have a little extra money to play around with.
Save a bundle on your car insurance by switching to a company that doesn't pay us for advertisement. So I'm not gonna say anything.
I just saved a bunch of money on car insurance. The accident. I just drove now. I'm just gonna get like cheap, like liability, whatever. Like it's gonna be like $100. It's whatever. But right now, my truck's been off the road for like 2 weeks.
Just 2 weeks? It was off the road when I was there, and it's like 2 months ago.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
That's-
It was.
I thought it was off the
It was.
road back then.
No, it was on the road. Liv just drove us because
Mm,
she wasn't drinking, and her car gets better gas mileage.
that's fair.
And I think she has Easy Pass too. But yeah, and I and it's easier for her to drive her car than my truck.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Also,
Yeah.
CRVs are way awesome, so.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. I'm still one of these days. I'll pull the trigger on a new car. Not new. I still like the older WRXs better than the brand new ones.
Well, once you start raking in that bouncer money.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, speaking of which. Actually, that has nothing to do with that, but I wanted to transition to another
Perfect.
another part of the conversation.
Excellent segue. Excellent.
That's how I do my segues. I just say speaking of which, and then I just start talking about something else, even if it has nothing to do with what it was. What are we? So what are our Twitch plans now that we are affiliate?
Oh, well, all right, well, we are eligible for affiliate. We're not affiliate yet.
What?
We have to. we still have to figure out the tax forms and
Oh, right, because only one
what
person
else.
can do that. That pisses me off a little bit.
And unless like we actually legitimize Half Past Broke as like a corporation or something, I don't. You know what? I'll look into it. I'll see how podcasts do that. How like multiple people how they do that. But
Yeah, that'd be cool. Anyway, besides that, like
yeah, we actually
Twitch,
got
Twitch stuff is happening on Twitch.
yeah, we did really really good. We got we met all the requirements for Twitch affiliate, which basically just gives us more options as far as streaming in higher quality, and it also allows the user, I believe, to drop down the quality of the stream in case it is buffering and in case their internet is having a tough time running it.
Hmm.
Then they can drop it. It just gives you more options to have a better, clearer stream.
That's good considering last time we had big issues with that.
That was my computer. I don't. Oh my god, I was so pissed. It was so bad. But yeah, so basically, also what this means is we're able to monetize on Twitch through subscriptions. So if you're listening to this,
And you have a Twitch, and you have Amazon Prime.
So if you have Amazon Prime, you have a free subscription, one subscription,
One prescription Vicodin.
yeah. So you have one sub per month that all you have to do is link your Amazon Prime to Twitch, make an account. It costs you nothing. You have nothing to lose, and it helps us so much.
Also, not only does it help us, but if you haven't done this yet, Twitch Prime, like the Amazon Prime thing, also has loot for in-game stuff like GTA and stuff like that. So
yeah,
a lot of the games you play, sometimes they offer free games too. So like it's one of those things where just like that's something that if you never knew it, I mean,
it's
you know how to get cool in-game loot. So just drop us that sub for that piece.
Oh my god, definitely. It only benefits you, and it really benefits us.
Yeah.
So, if you could, and I'm gonna be harassing for that left and right. So don't even.
Yeah.
This isn't the last you heard of that, but it's really cool because now we can receive bits, which is just a form of currency.
It's like 10 cents a bit or 1 cent.
No,
Is it 1 cent a bit?
It's like might be a fraction. It's something really small.
No, it's one. So I thought it was 1 cent a bit.
I don't know. I mean, we'll have to check it out.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's completely new to me. Besides that, though, following from Twitch. Actually, I do have a good segue for this. So, on top of like what we're doing on Twitch, now that we have affiliate, now that we're kind of getting more people watching us, I decided to rekindle my love-hate relationship with RPG Maker and make a half-past broke RPG, an HPB RPG, if you will.
Wow. I like it. And I think it's such a good idea. I don't know how I feel about this Ruination, this double IPA. I think it's a little malty for me.
That's not the Stone one, is it?
It is, yeah.
Oh, it is the Stone one.
It's the Stone 2.0, or I think it's like Ruination. It's the double IPA, and I don't know. It's maybe my stomach's a little off from all the Chinese food I ate, but I don't know. The real heavy malty is not really sitting too well for me. But sorry, aside from that, I'm really excited for this because what are you gonna do with it? You're gonna make it. You're gonna live stream it.
It's gonna be the entire development is gonna be live stream. Anytime I'm touching RPG Maker, with the exception of a little bit of research here and there, like just messing with stuff. But any like sort of like game progression is going to be done on Twitch. I'll probably do it once a week because I'm not in like that huge of a rush to do it at the moment. Just because like I got school and work and stuff like that to worry about.
And it's a lot to develop a game that it's not just go in there, click a few buttons. You gotta come the story, the characters, the levels.
Yeah, so like once like probably mid-September, I'm gonna say, every Thursday night I'm planning on doing a like couple hour stream of RPG Maker. And on top of that, every time I reach like a certain point in the game where like you can get a couple hours worth of gameplay into it, it's going to be posted up on our Patreon page for all the patrons to download as well.
Which level is that? Just going to be like the $3 sub?
It's just gonna be the straight. I mean, I might bump it up just because whatever, but it's
You're
probably
putting a lot of work into it.
yeah. But most likely it'll stay at 3, depending on how much time and effort I need to put into this. Which
Yeah.
I'm probably underestimating, like I always do. Lime incident and whatnot.
The lime incident.
But it will be on the Patreon page as I go. There'll be different like alpha build, beta build, blah blah blah. I'm hoping to
What
get
about me? Can I play it for free?
Oh yeah, I'll.
Like no, I'm never gonna be able to play it.
Well, the thing is, like, it's gonna all the money on our Patreon goes back into like our stuff. So even if you're paying, it's just coming right back.
I guess you're right.
So I'll just transfer it to you. No big deal.
Yeah, I'll be a beta tester or an alpha tester or pre-alpha.
Yeah. So the premise basically is, Eric and I are like adventurers, and so we decide that fuck adventuring because beer. So we decide that we are gonna start saving money instead of spending all of our money that we get from the guild.
Gil, you say Gil?
Yeah.
Ooh, that Final Fantasy.
Oh my god. And instead of spending all of our money on beer every time we're done with an adventure, we start trying to save some of it, but we also need to have beer. So you need to be able to learn how to balance drinking enough to keep us happy enough to make us fight good, as well as saving enough money to buy our own brewery.
I think that's such a cool idea.
And there's gonna be a little twist, like an underlying like evil demon plot thing that like we don't give a shit about because we're trying to just buy beer. So
what time is this? Is this in like present day?
No, this is gonna be like Final Fantasy, like.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I might go for like a steampunk or like cyberpunk kind of thing, but it's gonna be like
I think that would work really well with steampunk. I think that'd be really cool. Can we are we gonna have the option to either like buy food, or can we like grow our own food?
It's gonna be like you have an option. Like it's gonna be you can buy a plot of land, and what you do with that plot of land, you can like grow stuff, you can make a brewery, but the ultimate goal is to have a brewery. The end of the game is going to be your brewery is successful. You've made like an X amount of money. I don't know. I haven't decided when the end game is going to be, but it's going to be mostly just like grinding and goofy jokes. Like me and Eric will be writing a lot of the jokes and stuff like that, and we're gonna have dual class, so it can just be us two in the party. So it's gonna be like it's gonna be like mage, tank, and warrior, black mage or white mage, tank. Like it's gonna be like a combination of two things. So we can just be two of us.
So you're gonna have to balance it yourself, because a lot of things are like man.
Exactly. So that's
you'll have to do a really cool balance, and I'm really interested to see how that works out.
Yeah, and I actually did put a lot of thought into that particular side, because I figured like, oh, maybe we can just hire like scrubs and have them be called Scrub 1, Scrub 2, and they can like do a certain thing. But I figured it'd be really cool to just have the two of us in the game and have people decide like how they want to balance their characters out.
That would be really cool. I wholeheartedly think this is an awesome idea, and I'm really excited to see how it works out, because I know nothing about RPG.
Here do I.
I mean, I'll have, I guess, a little bit of input, and I guess we'll be writing some of the dialogue. But as far as building this goes, this is all Walker. I don't know.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be like a huge project that I'm finally like kind of ready to take on, because I was kind of apprehensive before, just because like we were working on this, but now that like we've kind of established like this whole thing, I kind of wanted to put like one more thing that I wanted to do as a side project.
What do we do as far as so can you import like sprites? Can you import characters? Did you have to use one of their stock characters?
If we had a good enough animator, I would just have him or her design our own stuff. And I did have someone in mind, and you know who it is. We play GTA with him all the time.
Oh no, I don't know, but we'll talk about it later.
You know who it is. You trust me. Anyway, but like I did have someone in mind. That's why I said him, not him or hers. So hopefully we'll have unique sprites. If worst case scenario, the first couple builds won't, which I'm not too terribly concerned about.
You can just go back and replace them, right?
Yeah, I'd just replace all the sprites. So.
And for those who don't know, what is a sprite, Walker?
the little itty bitty thing, like that Pac-Man that's sitting in the front of our thing. That's a sprite.
Yeah.
It's like a little like image of a character that walks across the screen on an RPG or an old game.
Yeah, so like in the
Or
old,
new
old
games, I guess it would
yeah.
work. I guess like ESO, like the full size characters could be considered sprites.
Uh,
I always considered sprites like the little like bit crunched versions
yeah,
of
the little
themselves.
8-bit ones.
Yeah, like in 7 and whatnot, where they had like the
Hmm.
smaller versions.
Yeah, I always think of it as the real tiny ones and like 8-bit, only a few pixels.
Yeah, exactly. That's what like and in RPG Maker it won't exactly be pixelated because RPG Maker is a 64-bit processor. Like you runs a 64-bit processor, so it runs it runs really well. It's gonna look smooth, but sprites I still consider them sprites because RPGs have always been called sprites.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how that works out, and I'm really excited to work on the dialogue and shit. I mean, what was it? Yesterday, you brought this idea to me, right?
Yeah, I randomly
You just
text you.
texted me out of nowhere, and I was like, "Fuck yes, this is an epic idea," and I'm really, really excited to be a part of it.
Who would have known that 2 years ago when I bought the thing for $30 when it was on sale, it would actually end up
Oh,
being useful.
how it's, and they always have on Humble too. They have like add-on.
Oh yeah, they always
Looking
have
out for
good
that.
stuff.
It's a really cool idea, and I'm
And,
very excited.
and it'll be RPG Maker MV, so it'll be like the more cutting edge one.
So now, what would people have to do? You don't have to have RPG Maker to play this. You
just download
would
it. It's
produce
a standalone game. It's a .exe.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So you don't need anything. You just
If
on Patreon.
If we get enough supporters, I will turn it into an Android game as well.
Wow.
So we're gonna put a goal on that Patreon. If we reach that goal, I will reprogram it for Android.
Is that some of the classes you are taking? Because I know you.
No, this is all just me. This is me like learning it on my own. I'm an audio visual major. Like I deal with like sound and audio editing.
Cool.
So like this whole thing is like a whole side stuff. I know JavaScript from a previous major, but that has nothing to do with RPG Maker. Like
what code is RPG and what language?
I don't know. I think it's Python. But Python is like I don't know anything about Python other than it's like really.
I have a Python book. One time I wrote a code.
I have a Python in my pants.
I got a Python in my pants. I wrote a code.
Actually, it's more like Microsoft, but
no, it's real Microsoft. Mine looks like an apple. What? All right, enough. Moving on. So yeah, that's gonna be super fun. We've talked about it like every single episode from here on out, so I'm gonna put a deadline on this bad dubbing thing.
Oh my god, yeah, that's another thing I've been like dying to get into.
Every episode. We haven't even talked about this. What do you want the deadline to be?
Let's say by the end of the week we have the footage because I have like the next two.
Okay.
I have the next 2 days off, so I'm saying tomorrow or Wednesday we're going to do this. We're gonna at least get the audio recording, and like and so I haven't narrowed down, and like I don't know what your choices are, what kind of ideas you had, but I do have a couple ideas. So let's collab tomorrow or at some point.
Okay.
We can in worst case scenario we might be able to have to record on Wednesday. Side note, we're doing this on Monday, so
yeah,
that's why we're using that time frame.
Do we have an episode that needs to be posted this Wednesday, or is this that episode? I forget. I don't know. I think our last episode was 5. Last episode was 5 days ago.
What was the last episode that we posted?
5 days ago. Which would be 21.
Yeah, no, we have nothing else. This is 22.
That's awesome. Now that means we're all caught up because.
Oh my god, we were so behind.
I know, and as fun as it is to like have content to put out, it gets a little confusing for everyone. Like, oh, they're talking about this, but they were talking about something, and that came out a week ago. But so like the timeline gets a little distorted. But we are on a new schedule. So for the longest time, we were recording on Saturdays and posting on Saturdays. So we would always be 1 week ahead. Yeah. Now we're trying to record on Sundays and post on Wednesdays because that just
it kind of gives like a more consistent like
it became a little too much to the point where I wasn't posting on Saturdays.
Yeah,
because we were busy talking about what we're going to record, and and this is our first week. We're supposed to record on Sunday, but I was so Monday that I was Walker, can we please record on Monday?
I thought about being like, no, dude, we need to do it.
Oh my god, dude. Like, I'm still tired. I can't. All right, so I was thinking about it. I can definitely still drink like I used to, but I cannot recover like I used to. Like, I'm down and out. I'm still tired from drinking on Saturday, and it's Monday. It's like,
that's the one thing. Like, I gotta say, like, no matter how old I get, like, and I pointed this out. To my mother too. I'm like, I just don't get hangovers. I thought I would at this point. Because
you're 27 though.
I'm only 3 years younger than you. That's not even that much of a difference.
3 years?
No, okay, but listen to this. My mother is in her like almost 50, and she said like, yeah, no, I've never had a problem with hangovers. Like, it's just one of those things. And she says like, yeah, my grandfather never did, so it's just I guess it's just a genetic thing. Hangovers just don't really happen. I mean, I'm usually super tired if I'm up till 1 a.m, but
I also drank this much.
Oh my god. What is that? Handle. Is that Fireball?
No. That's a handle of Firefly sweet tea vodka. So
I remember. Yeah. Okay.
It is only 35% alcohol. It's 35% alcohol, so it's 5% less than normal vodka. It is a little watered down. But oh my god, that was like, it was. And I don't know. It was a disaster. It was ugly. But yeah. So I still need like 2 days to recover from a fucking hangover.
That's fair.
It was brutal. But I've always gotten really, really, really bad hangovers. Like I've got, and a lot of.
Then your age argument is invalid because you said you've always gotten bad hangovers. So fuck you.
No, I've always gotten really bad hangovers. I really won't get a headache. I'll just be like really physically tired, and I get horrible anxiety. Like that's my type of hangover, is like feeling physically drained and just like, oh my god, what the fuck? And everything's, I just get horrible anxiety from it.
I always get anxious like after like a night of drinking, just because like I'm trying to like get fluid into me, like I think it has to do with dehydration that causes that like anxiety. Because like I will say that I do get like a little bit of anxiety when I wake up in the morning, because like I'm like desperately trying to get like food and water and trying to like get myself like not feeling so queasy, like not so much a hangover queasy, just like I feel dehydrated, I feel drained, I feel like yeah
I don't know, like the anxiety has always been the worst part of my hangover. And then sometimes I think I can count on. All right, so in the past 10 years, I can probably count on one horrible throbbing headache from a hangover. But most of that is just water, like not having water. So as soon as you drink water, you're good.
Yeah, once you hydrate, like, I mean, that's like the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning. If I'm feeling like really groggy from the night before, first thing I'll do, I'll go into my kitchen, pour myself a glass of orange juice, get some more vitamin C in me, and then I'll chug like 2 things of water, like try to like flush out my system as best as I can.
Yeah, I'll have like a gallon of water and just like,
oh my god, I've chugged entire gallons of water in the past from
that was me yesterday, because I like begged Liv to come over, because I'm like, please come over, I'm so hungover, I just want to watch TV with you. And I'm like, please bring me water. She comes over, because I drink tap water, but there's noticeably like chlorine in my tap water.
Oh really?
So yeah, like when you first pour it into I have my big thermos, when I pour it into there and I smell it, I'm like, but most tap water has chlorine in it. And actually what I did learn from gardening is that if you just let it sit open for 24 hours, it neutralizes the neutralizes the chlorine.
It's got a low evaporation point, so like,
is that why?
It's like alcohol. Like if you have like, or like gasoline, like if you've ever spilled gasoline on like a cloth, gasoline like evaporates like that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not to that extreme, but it does have a lower evaporation point than water. So it'll dissipate before water will.
They say if you are watering with your plants with tap water, it's best to pour the water the day before, let it sit out, and then the next day water your plants with with the non-chlorinated tap water. But so I was like chugging water, and I'm like, "Look, you just bring me like bottled water because this chlorinated shit is it's not helping the hangover."
Yeah, I was gonna say that can't be helpful at all. Like you just gotta
No.
because the chemicals probably aren't reacting too well to your
Yeah.
queasiness.
Just that initial the nose of it.
The nose.
And,
Oh
dude,
yes,
my God,
this chlorine has great nose.
Oh yeah, this water's got a very. It's bad. Are we doing anything? Are we meeting up at all in the next Oktoberfest?
I would love to do an Oktoberfest meetup. We gotta find a place to do it though. Like I was thinking,
Bear Mountain. How close are you to
Bear? Where's Bear
Harrison, New York? Bear Mountain, New York.
I have no idea where either of those are.
They're the same thing. Bear Mountain. It's like it's probably 3 hours north, but it was only like an hour north of. So it might be a little out of your way, but it could also be. But they have a really
Mountain. Okay, I'm looking it up.
Bear Mountain has like a very, very popular Oktoberfest.
Okfest. Okay.
How far is that from you?
Hang on. For some reason, it's not giving me directions. Oh, what? It's like almost New York City. That's like 7 hours away from me.
All right. Well, so it's a little more. It's a little more east. We could do Atlantic City Oktoberfest again. That's 6 hours, but then that would be. We'll find somewhere in between. But yeah, because we met up in July.
Let me get directions.
June. And then we did talk about.
It's 4 hours. How far is it away for you?
Probably 3.5.
No, that's not too bad. Yeah, I wouldn't mind meeting up there.
Yeah, actually, it might be 4 for me also. About an. Yeah, probably.
Oh, you're cutting out.
Yeah, I don't know why. Something's been up with my mic.
Huh.
I don't know. Maybe my air conditioning just kicked on. Maybe it's that.
Yeah, maybe it's the sound kind of killing it. Because sometimes, like, when you have a spike, it kills it out. Anyway, yeah, so 4.5 hours. I wouldn't mind looking into...
It's at least 3.5 hours from where... But then again, we could also both just drive 3 hours and meet in, like, Scranton, PA somewhere. But I don't know any... I know that Bear Mountain Oktoberfest is really good. I've never been to it. All my friends go there.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go to Germany.
Well, let's fucking go.
That's gonna be our next thing once we hit 5,000 subscribers.
Is that? Oh, jeez.
We're going to Germany.
We're going to Germany. We got to get sponsored. We got to get.
I would honestly
sponsored.
Love to go to Germany just because like Munich has Weinstefner. And it's got like all these amazing like origin of beer kind of thing that like
imagine having a fucking pint of Weinstefner right from the tap at the brewery.
Oh my god, that would be a dream. Weinstefner, sponsor us.
Oh my god, they're like, shut the fuck up, you idiots.
Hey, Genesee Beer followed us on
No, they didn't follow us. They just liked one of our pictures. Twisted Rail followed.
Well, I was gonna say Genesee is actually like OG German company come to US.
Oh no shit, really?
Yeah, they were like German immigrants, so it was like that's why like they have the Bock beer, the Kolsch. I mean, like most of their beers are very German names. So like,
no, we have a couple big breweries actually follow us on Instagram. Not Genesee, not yet, but they.
That is the goal. Like if Genesee could, if Genesee followed us, I would be
PM
so
them
happy.
And just be like, I'll PM them and just be like, follow us, please.
Follow us, because you'll make my baked potato brained co-host go crazy.
I love baked potatoes. Oh my god.
Oh, I made French fries today. Sorry.
All right, hold on. We got to put that on hold because I got a real issue.
Okay.
So the other day, I woke up at like 4 p.m. and someone mowed my fucking lawn, and it wasn't
sacrilege. Sorry.
Well, it wasn't the kids who usually mow it. And like I said, I like to give the neighborhood kids. I like to give them $25 to mow my lawn. It wasn't them. I asked them. It wasn't. I woke up. My neighbor was mowing his lawn. I'm like, bro, did you mow my lawn? He's like, no. I'm like, all right. So I think it was the owners of. I live in a trailer park. So their responsibility is to power wash the trailers that they own. So they power wash it, and
Oh.
I think the next day I don't know why they came back and mowed my lawn, and I was like, all right, that's awesome, that's cool and everything. I just went back to my garden before they mowed straight through my fucking garden. They took down one.
Seriously?
They took down. Luckily, I think they noticed it before they hit my fucking eggplant. But they took down all the weeds, and I purposely wasn't pulling the weeds because I couldn't tell what was my hops vine and what was my
Yeah.
my loganberry vine. So I was letting the weeds. See, they mowed all that shit down. They mowed down my fucking heirloom squash.
Oh my god, so you lost like everything?
I lost everything except one heirloom squash plant and my eggplant.
I would take that up with them. I'd be like, yo, motherfucker.
Honestly, I planted them incorrectly anyway, so I don't think the hops vine was actually growing. And I never saw the loganberry. But my heirloom squash was budding. There was no actual squash on it yet, but it had the yellow flowers where they eventually come.
Yeah.
They fucking just lawnmower straight through that, but they didn't touch my eggplant.
But the teenagers that are there, that
they never do it.
Yeah, exactly.
They fucking know. Because I had them. I actually one time like, hey, do you want us to mow your lawn? I'm like, no. Go, rake out my garden. That's before I even planted anything. I told him, I was like, because I'm gonna start planting vegetables here. I was like, just go pull everything in there, go rake it out, level everything. What happened? Is everything all right?
My cat is flipping out. I just heard him.
I hear something in the background too.
Did you hear the cat?
I hear stomping.
Oh no, that's Hans freaking out because the cat started meowing. It's like a blood curdling meow. I hope he's all right. Well,
you want to go check on him?
We gotta end this soon anyway. So I'll.
Do we really?
Yeah.
How?
We're at 50. We're at 51 minutes, so we still got time, but still.
Yeah,
anyway. Oh yeah. So
well, yeah, they mowed my garden down, but I'm so happy because if they did take, I would go to the owner and just be like, look, bud, I didn't ask you to do this. I know you thought you were probably doing a nice thing mowing my. You can't just center of some fucking garden,
Yeah, I mean, I think next year you should like look into like putting a little fence in anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of keep some critters out too.
There's really nothing down here. That the worst thing is bugs, and I have my organic little spray.
Oh, that's cool.
I spray it like once a week or something. I have the only thing that grew from all that so far was I have one nice eggplant, and every week it's growing bigger. It's almost the size of a softball now.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's awesome.
But I went and I felt it, and it's still really hard.
Yeah, so you gotta give it time.
Yeah, but with the spray, with the it's people friendly, pet friendly, planet friendly, I think it says on. And
nice.
Bugs have eaten the leaves around it before I sprayed it, but my eggplant it's ready. It's looking good,
Yeah, that's awesome. That's always awesome when you can see like results from your garden. Like when I made the nachos, for some reason that video is still not up yet. I apologize.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Well,
are you doing?
I'm not the only one editing, so.
Wait a minute. Word on the street is you're gonna do impossibly hot chili.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, no, that was another thing I texted him. I think it was like within the same conversation. I said I was gonna make I was gonna make impossibly hot chili, and
you never answered me though. Are you gonna use the 500 Scoville?
Oh, sauce? I thought I did. Oh, my bad. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm gonna use the rest of it. And there's like half a bottle left in it.
I love making chili.
Oh, but god, like as soon as October hits. Chili, Oktoberfest beer, freaking pumpkin spice, everything.
I'll be a basic white bitch. I'm down with pumpkin spice coffee from Dunkin'.
Oh
Starbucks.
My god,
Let's go.
Pumpkin spice latte is like.
Oh. Well, I don't like the lattes as much as I like the coffee with just like the squirt of pumpkin spice in it.
Oh really? I like the really frothy like coffee.
Yeah, I've had them, but I like the regular coffee better. But either way, everything pumpkin is fucking delicious.
Mm-hmm. It's got that little hint of cinnamon sugar in there. Like this beer is just, it's like drinking a pumpkin pie.
And you know what? For the longest time, I was never a fan of pumpkin pie.
Really? Honestly,
I wasn't. I grew into it.
Yeah, I wasn't wholly sold on pumpkin pie for the longest time. I think I was more of an apple pie guy, and then like.
Yeah.
Later in life, I started really, really liking pumpkin pie. So.
Yeah, me too. It's delicious. There's so many things out there that just come. And Italy, what? So we're about halfway, almost halfway through this. Once September hits, we're gonna be in full-fledged fall mode.
Oh yeah, I'm already in full-fledged fall mode. I'm just ready for this heat to be gone.
I can't wait for this to be done. Like I was saying, even when I was saying, oh, you can't go swimming, but you can boat out, and you said it's too windy and too cold to take a boat out on a lake. I love that. I love being on a boat with a fucking hoodie on, being like cold and everything, just
Yeah,
hanging out. I love that. I
I'm.
love the
I
once
may.
the colder weather hits.
I
Oh,
may
sorry.
actually. I may actually try. Now I'm getting like super burpy, but
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about trying ice fishing this year.
Whoa, didn't you say your lake freezes like to the bottom?
Y- Almost to the bottom, yeah, but people still ice fish it.
How like geez, how far do you have to drive? I've never gone ice fishing. I've never
I guess
been a
it.
big fan of.
I guess. I mean, I say that it freezes almost to the bottom because people joke that it's only 5 feet deep, but the lake doesn't really freeze all the way to the bottom technically. I mean,
Yeah,
there is enough space for like where the fish are still down there, and I know.
yeah,
Well, I mean, like, and obviously there it is that case because people wouldn't be like ice fishing it every single year for like days on
it's true.
end if that wasn't the case. So I might give it a shot this year. Maybe like make a little like Snapchat story because it's like the last form of social media we need to get half past broke on.
I know. I forget if I made. I don't think I made one, but we gotta get. Is there a place to rent snowmobiles by you, like on your lake?
Not to rent snowmobiles, but I was looking into getting one, and I know we have one at my parents' house that I might try to snag.
I used to have one, and I wish I still. But
Yeah.
it was my dad's, but I never got to take it out on a lake. We would just like drive around the roads
Oh
when I was
my
a
god.
kid.
Yeah, snowmobiling on a lake is so fun.
Oh, dude, you basically just go as fast as you can go.
Yeah, no, it's just that it's great. And honestly, like I've been always on the fence on like whether or not I wanted to go boat or if I wanted to go snowmobile. And I feel like I would go snowmobile first before boat.
Really? But there's such a limited time.
But the thing is, like, there's just as much winter as there is summer up here. Is the
Yeah. Jesus.
Whoa.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, that might be a I have to end this early kind of thing.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna call that out because I think I hear my cat screaming. So I'm gonna say this has been Half Fast Broke. Sorry for cutting the stream short. Bye y'all.
See you guys.